How's it going, guys, and welcome to the first proper video on this MCFC channel, the new channel. I hope you guys are really excited for this, as I am. Today we're going to be previewing the Wolves game that's going to be kicking off at lunchtime tomorrow. We're going to be touching upon Vincent Kompany and his decade at the club, and also the Claudio Bravo injury that looks like it's going to have ruled him out for almost, if not the entire season this year. Let's get stuck into this. So yes, guys, this is it, the first proper video on the channel, as it were. I'm going to mention this a lot through the first few videos, but guys, your support, as always, is massively, massively appreciated. Thank you to all you guys that have jumped across already from the Nidge Players channel. Incredible, incredible. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, share this around, and subscribe if you are new around here. We're going to need a bit of help, in fact a lot of help, to get this up and running, and you guys are going to be playing a key part in that, hopefully. But yeah, as I've mentioned, we're going to be talking about Kompany's 10 years at the club, Bravo's injury, and looking towards the Wolves game that's going to be kicking off tomorrow as you watch this video. And I think the first place we're going to be starting off is with Vincent Kompany. What more can you say about this guy than legend, icon? Just what a man he is. 10 years ago to the day, on Wednesday I think it was, he signed for the club, and what a player, what a servant he has been for Manchester City. When we first brought him in under Mark Hughes' era, I think it was, he actually came in as a central midfielder, as a defensive midfielder, but turned into one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League era. He has been absolutely unreal. I think back to when we first won the title in 2012, he played a key part in that, and although he's had some troubles with injuries over the past sort of 2, 3, maybe even 4 years now, he has just been exemplary. A Belgian Mancunian, an adopted Mancunian, and I think a lot of you guys will agree, the greatest, if not certainly one of the greatest centre-backs to ever pull on a Man City jersey. Not for that, did I say jersey? We're not in America. Man City shirt. But yeah, he's just absolutely epitomises what it is to represent Man City. He does it so well on the pitch, he does it off the pitch, playing with passion, the way he represents. He has just been an incredible servant for the club, and I honestly couldn't think of a better captain. It's quite interesting when you think back, really, because he first became the captain because Carlos Tevez at the time had gone on his famous golfing holiday. He came in and stepped in as a captain at the time, and if you remember, they lifted the trophy together when we won the FA Cup, I think it was. They both had sort of a hand each on the trophy, holding it up there. I don't know, I'm holding my hand up like you don't know what someone holding the hand up in the air is, but yeah, they both had one hand on it each. After that season, of course, I think Tevez might have left the following season. If he didn't, Kompany certainly took over the captaincy regardless. So, and since then, he's never really looked back, and again, what an incredible servant for the club. 10 years of Kompany. I can't believe it's been 10 years, and again, what a servant. He's going to certainly go in the history books of one of the Man City greats, an icon, a legend. Get a statue of him outside the stadium already, I reckon. So unfortunately, we have to bring the mood down a bit after talking about Kompany and all that positivity now. We're going to be talking about Claudio Bravo and the injury he picked up this week. Of course, it looks like it's one that's going to rule him out for pretty much the entire season. And, you know, although he's not the first choice goalkeeper, we all know what happened when he was the first choice goalkeeper, didn't cover himself in glory. I do think he's bounced back a little bit from that season. You know, he's done some decent things in the Cup. Great penalty saving for us in the Capital One Cup last year, the Carabao Cup, sorry, I should say. And, you know, although a lot of City fans still, including myself, get nervous whenever he's on the pitch, and we're not, I don't want to say we're won over by him, he's certainly not frowned upon to the same extent as he was a couple of seasons ago. So it is a shame. He is a good backup goalkeeper at the end of the day, and it's actually, there's a few rumours around. Some people were saying we were going to look to do an emergency loan for Keylor Navas. I can't see that happening, especially with what we're about to talk about in a second. There was some talk about, is Grimshaw going to be the backup goalkeeper, the young lad currently in the EDS team? Is he going to be pushed into that role? But what's actually happened is we've recalled Muric, who was on loan at NAC Breda in the Dutch League. Literally played one game for them and he's been recalled. And I think I read somewhere that NAC Breda have been compensated for that. So, you know, I don't know how pleased they'll be, their fans will be, the club will be, because, you know, they've lost their first choice goalkeeper after one game. No matter how much you've been compensated, maybe they can go out and get another keeper actually, because their transfer window's still open. But yeah, Muric is a goalkeeper with a decent reputation. We've never seen too much of him at City, obviously, apart from in the EDS squad and whatnot. He's comes with not an amazing reputation as if he's going to be one of the world's best, but certainly he's got the potential to be a solid goalkeeper, and I do hope he gets his chance in the cup competitions as Bravo did last year, as Caballero did the year before that, and hopefully he can impress I don't think he's ever going to dislodge Ederson, but if he does impress in the cup, you know, that might propel him onto a big move in the future, because I think no matter what goalkeeper's coming through City right now, unless you're an absolute world of a goalkeeper, you are going to struggle to dislodge Ederson, because A, he's young, B, he just perfectly fits the way that we're playing. We saw that with the assist that he got actually in the last game against Huddersfield. And C, the fans and everyone just seems to absolutely love him. So unless Ederson gets a horrendous injury, which, you know, touch wood, hopefully that won't happen. Sorry if that was really loud when it came through there. But yeah, hopefully he won't get a horrendous injury. I can't see him being dislodged anytime soon. So I don't think there's any illusions from Muric that that's going to happen. But it will be a chance to impress on what I think is a bigger stage in the Dutch League. If you can do well in the Carabao Cup, you know, obviously the Dutch League is more games. It's more... how can I word this? The Carabao Cup is not going to get much game time. Is the Dutch League would have been playing a lot more, but I think it's going to be noticed a lot more in the Carabao Cup, especially obviously from us guys watching it in England. So maybe if he does well there, it'll propel him on to a bigger move than perhaps he would have got before, or maybe even he can stake a claim to be our second goalkeeper. Who knows? But I just hope he does well and he does get the chance that, from all accounts, he does deserve to get. And the final thing that we're going to be looking at in today's video is going to be the main thing that the video is going to be centred around, and that is the preview of the game against Wolves. It kicks off on Saturday at 12:30. It's the lunchtime kick-off. Unfortunately, I'm actually going to be at work when it's played, so I'm not going to see anything until the highlights on Match of the Day or on Twitter or whatnot throughout the day. So pretty gutted about that, and it's a game that means a lot more to me than it does to a lot of people, I'm sure, because although everyone cares about City about every single game, I'm actually from sort of near Wolverhampton, near Wolves, so got a lot of Wolves friends that support the team, and if we don't pick up a win, I'm not going to hear the end of it for quite some time, I don't think. So please, City, do not slip up in what is actually going to be a very tricky game, in my opinion. The Main have won a game yet since they've got promotion back to the Premier League, a win and a draw so far, I think it is. But they were very, very impressive against Leicester. They went down to 10 men and lost the game. But I think they hit the post 3, maybe even 4 times in that game. And they have got some dangerous, dangerous players that we've got to be wary of. The two that I want to highlight the most, really, are going to be Ruben Neves, who I think if you don't follow Wolves but know a bit about them, he's probably the player that you've heard of the most. Scored that great free kick in the first game of the Premier League season. Did incredibly well in the Championship last season. And it's kind of strange to be highlighting a CDM as the danger man, but Ruben Neves is absolutely lethal from range. Got a great free kick on him, as I've just mentioned. We saw that in the first week, and he's just a player that we've got to be very careful of. If we let him, he can dictate the tempo with the midfield that we've got. Though I'd like to think that we can put a blanket over him, stop that from happening, but he is a threat that we've got to be wary of. The other one is the new signing, Adama Traore. It's going to be his first game at home at Molineux, so he's going to be up for it, as he should be anyway, coming back to the Premier League, where he played for, flipping heck, who did Adama Traore play for in the Premier League? I can't remember now, but he's a player that comes with a ton of ability, a ton of potential, sorry, I should say, but can he fulfill it? He's electric when he's on the ball, so quick, he's built like an absolute machine, so strong. It's the final third that's in question, but when you consider the way the game's probably going to go, if it fits the pattern that everyone thinks it's going to be, us dominating the ball, seeing getting lots of possession, if Wolves play in the counter-attack, Adama Traore could be very, very dangerous, because his pace, guys, you'll see on Saturday, I'm not joking, he could be the fastest player in the Premier League. He's absolutely rapid. Him and Sane, if they get in a foot race, it could be intense, because honestly, he is so quick, he is so strong. The question is, of course, as I've already said, his final third, and can he pick the correct pass? Can he put the ball in the back of the net, you know? Hopefully for us on Saturday he won't, but he is undoubtedly going to be a threat for Wolves in this game, in my opinion. But in terms of how we're going to line up, it's pretty hard to predict, because obviously the team we played in the last game against Huddersfield wasn't the one that everyone expected to see. Are we going to go with that kind of lineup again, where Mendy sort of plays as a left winger / left back, where he does a lot of work down that left-hand side? I actually think we're going to revert to a more standard 4 at the back, with Mendy playing at left back, Walker right back, and Laporte and Stones at centre half again. You could see Kompany come in, obviously. Sorry, I think Kompany did play. I said again, Kompany did play in the Huddersfield game, if I remember correctly. But I think you might see... I think you're going to see the same back 4 anyway, essentially. In fact, no. What am I on about? It won't be the same back 4, because Walker didn't play. Walker's going to come back in. Stones is going to play. He's going to be partnering either Kompany or Otamendi, and then Mendy's going to be playing left back. That's what I think. We got there eventually. Ederson is, of course, going to be in between the sticks. And then I think you're probably going to see, in my opinion, Sane coming in for his first start of the season on the left, so a more traditional left-hand side with Mendy and Sane, and that could be incredible, by the way. The potential down that left-hand side is unreal. I think you're going to see Sterling coming on that right-hand side, and then I think you're going to see the classic midfield of Fernandinho, David Silva, and not De Bruyne. Obviously, he's injured. I think Bernardo Silva is going to play a central role, but it could be Gundogan in there as well, potentially. And then I think we're going to be seeing a one up front in this game, not the two up front that we saw with Jesus and Aguero. I think you're going to see just Aguero. So a bit of a 4-5-1 formation. It's so hard to predict, though. We've played 2 games so far, 2 very different lineups, 2 slightly different formations. I could be completely wrong, obviously. Let me know your predictions for the team in the comment section down below. We should have enough to see off Wolves. That is without question. But we need to make sure we take our chances. We can't afford not to be clinical. The home ground's going to be up for it. You know, one of the first big... It's not the first game of the season for them at home, obviously, but it's the biggest... The first big team to visit, if I remember correctly. I can't remember who they played in the first game. But, you know, we're the champions. We're coming to their patch. They're going to be up for it. It's going to be a tricky game. I've got no illusions of that whatsoever. But I am still going to go for the City win. I think it's going to be a little bit tighter. I don't think it's going to be like the 6-1 that we saw against Huddersfield. I'm actually going to go for a 3-1, but a close game where it's 2-1 to City for quite some time. And, you know, we come under a bit of pressure and then eventually get the third goal. I think that's the kind of game it's going to be. But it's going to be interesting. Wolves, we can't take them lightly, but hopefully, if we apply ourselves properly in the game, which is never any question of really with the Guardiola team, the way we played last season, and, you know, as long as we take our chances, no bad luck goes against us, obviously, I think we should be winning this game. But that is going to end off this video anyway, guys. I hope you all did enjoy it. Of course, the first proper video, if you like, on the channel, as I've already mentioned. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see in these kind of previews. You know, open to suggestions, new channel. Give me your ideas, and I'll implement them if I think they're worth putting into these videos. But that is going to end it off, like I say. If you did enjoy it, as I said at the very start of the video, guys, a thumbs up would be massively appreciated, as well as you clicking that subscribe button down below. And also, join the Discord that I've set up. I'll put a link to that in the comment section down below as well, so where we can talk all things Man City. Usually, I'd be in that during the game if I'm not there or at work, as I am tomorrow. So that should be a fun thing if we can get that going off the ground as well. But that's going to end it off, like I say, guys. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you all next time. Nidge out.